Grand Rising Elizabeth. You guys look so beautiful this morning. Today is November the 30th, the last day of November. Hasn't 2023 gone by in a flash?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone by in a flash. So welcome everybody to the call this morning. And we sort of free flowing this morning. We already had we have to clear before we come to be with the people.
Yep.
And this is something that I'm really interested in. I'm really interested in how are we going to grow this show?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Wait a minute, here y'all go. Oh,
No.
That way, we've been here a year. That I've been here a year. This is
Yeah.
about a year for me now, and the
Same thing.
diehards are on the call every day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, we over here in my world, I'm either gonna grow the damn thing or I'm gonna go do something else. What I'm doing.
Right.
Exactly, because as we grow, the show is going to grow. It
Okay,
can't
and
not
so
grow.
right. So now we gotta really look at what's going on. Because are we gonna grow the show? And what components do we need to grow the show? Right. Even like when people come to visit the show, they don't come back to hang with the show,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what
Yeah.
day it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, if we okay, we really look at who's here and the shows are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The shows are
Yeah.
awesome. So like what's missing that the shows aren't growing? And I think that'd be a great conversation to inquire into because talking to ourselves is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually at this point we're starting to preach to the choir, right? We're singing to the choir right now because we the directors of the show. So right. And then I started, but then I didn't sustain it. I started inviting people and my show took off. Thursdays took off for a little bit, but the constant reminder, the
Yeah,
and
we're
I'm
not
not,
social media and the invitations nor the follow-up because we don't have their information to follow and remind them and stuff like that. And definitely working on that to make that. It really is one person's job as it relates to once everybody goes on about their business. There has to be somebody that is doing that, and
yeah,
somebody is,
Yeah.
and Danielle, of course, she'll throw something out there about the show. Mama had throw something about the show, but now everything just coming to us.
yes.
And it's about this and not out. And it
Yeah.
really, in me going through, because I have a whole,
I'm gonna step away for 1 minute. I got the water running in the bathroom. Go ahead, I can hear you. Keep talking.
and what it would take. This is what it takes to do what I do with just this. Okay, and what has to happen after this. So when the show is over, there's still work to do. And
Right.
yeah.
So that's where the assistant comes in.
And looking at other ways, because it really takes, and I'm very sensitive to that. Everybody has their lives and stuff, and if we're gonna do this, like Rev said, then let's just do it and create a strategy. I've also been talking to other people that are coaches and to help pull that together and then stand on it, creating strategies for it and then standing on it. But yeah, the word is not getting out, and then the follow-up.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, that's where the assistance needs to come in. Somebody that does that so you can do your day afterwards and you're not attempting to upload everything and get to everybody and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the follow-up Yeah.
That's one thing, but the other thing is us actually inviting people.
Yeah.
Some things you just have to talk to them, and you know, everybody's not on social media.
So, I started inviting people, but when it becomes a every week thing that I got to do that work to make sure that they're there, because they'll come if I remind them to come.
Yeah, right.
Right. And sometimes I don't have the space to go
Mhm,
back and do that. Right.
mhm,
So, like one question I've been being left with is like, even in doing the Course of Miracles, is like, what does it take to have people be self-generative,
mhm,
to generate them, to what is the mechanism? Because okay, so a couple of things are happening for me in terms of this is a deep word. I can actually have the experience, like going back to my friend's house. I can actually see having the experience of going back in the incubator.
mhm, mhm.
Like that's what I'm
Do
hearing
some
right
more
now.
cooking
Huh?
and cook. Oh, I said, do some more cooking, do
Going in
some more perking.
mhm. Going in the incubator. Because not because of anything, but going in the incubator because now, up until this point, I have not been had instructions. I want you to do this, 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 this. I'm really hearing the pull for the book right now. I'm really hearing the pull for the book. I'm going, okay, the book wants to be birthed,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
It's like the book wants to be birthed. I'm like, okay,
mhm,
right? And like, and she lives in Pontiac, so that puts me over, like Pontiac puts you over to the side, like
mhm.
Pontiac puts you over to the side. Like, even like I noticed, I went to her house or like the day or so after Thanksgiving, like even how when I drove over there, it's like I drove down, but then I had to go way out, put you over to the side.
Mhm, mhm,
It's like when I go down 12 Mile, I can hit everything. I can hit Detroit. I can hit Southfield. I can hit everything from going down 12 Mile. But once I get to 12 Mile and Telegraph, I got to go way up to get to Pontiac. I'm like, oh, Pontiac is like a set aside, right? You're not right in the game. You over, So I'm like, because I can feel the book.
mhm.
I can feel the book wanting to be birthed. I'm being asked to journal again, and so what one thing even about that, even forgiveness, like I'm being called to a whole new level of forgiveness of myself. Because it
Mhm.
ain't no forgiving nobody out there. It's forgiveness of myself. I'm starting to get that. And the things that I have thought, on the journey, at some point, I lost all my journaling. And when I lost all my journaling, I'm a spoiled brat. How about I don't journal no more then? You know what I mean? I'm so attached to that I've already, okay, forget it. I'm not going to be attached to that and I'm not going to journal. But now I really see, the journaling is my book. Yikes. You know what I mean? Okay, I got to forgive myself for doing that to myself because the journaling is the book, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So like that, I got the name of the book, so now I just got to, really sit down and start the time to type the book up now. Hmm.
Pontiac it has a lot of my relatives up there. And that was usually, I don't know, I just felt it was a slowdown from the Detroit thing.
It
When
is.
I go visit my cousins, it was a slowdown. It was a relax. It's where I went for a month after I had Sheena, because well, no, 2 months, because my my cousin was, her son is 3 months younger than Sheena. Sheena was already born, and he was born October 31st. He was born on Halloween. And we went up there for the month, this last month that she was pregnant, I think. Or was it the month that he was born? I'm not sure. But we just stayed up there, and it snowed and we were incubated in, had plenty of food, and just relaxed.
Yeah.
That was the first time Sheena started sleeping all night.
Mm.
And after that, she started sleeping all night.
Mhm.
She'd wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. She would sleep through the night. But
Mhm.
before then, you know, my daughter was like 2 o'clock in the morning. You still won't go to sleep, but yeah. So that's my slow down place.
Yeah, it is. It is. I can and this is the other part I'm really hearing about going to Pontiac. I won't be up there long because really I'm actually going up there to launch my own courses. I got courses. What being on Grand Rising Elizabeth have done for me is let's actually let me know I got courses over here. I don't even really need no book. I can just come over here and we can just kick it. So that's let me know I got courses. Now I got to have the courage to just put them out there.
Right.
And not just put them out there, get paid as I put them out there. And
Mm.
and even if I go back and listen to what's on the recordings, I go, oh wow, that was awesome. You know what I mean? So really a huge archive is being created out of me doing the
Mm.
shows.
Mhm.
Because
It's forever out
that's a
there.
lot of material.
Mhm.
Hmm.
We're forever out there now.
Yeah, forever out there now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Forever out there now. And so really need
Mm.
to just, I already been told to start to critique the shows, go back and listen to my shows and what was said and what content and all of that. And so that's like for each and every one of us who on here, because the contribution that the show has been tremendous.
It-
And the women who have come on the show, it's been tremendous.
Mhm.
Like some
Mm.
of those ladies I became friends with them on Facebook. I'm like, these ladies are doing it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like Brittany, she doing it. It's
Mhm.
like doing her just like, wow, that's amazing. And Rix is her name.
Was she on our show?
Uh-huh.
Rick.
Tracy Rix.
I remember the Tracy name.
Uh-huh. Tracy. I think it's Rix.
Who was she on?
She came, I think it's Mama Het, because Mama Het be having some different people on her show.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
think it was Mama Het.
Okay.
She the doll maker?
No.
Uh-uh. Mm-mm.
Someone she was really in love with died. And then out of that, like something really big woke up for her. And she came over here. Yep, Tracy Ricks, that's her name.
Mhm.
Let me see. Yeah. Oh, she the one that go to your house and cook in conversations.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would come to your house and cook for you and have conversation. Then you have conversations.
Mhm. Mhm.
Right? So wow. Okay, it's something about this show that wants to happen because I'm hearing that what's missing is the show's being produced. You know what I mean? We just come over here and we just do the show. There's no
Right.
huh?
Okay. No, I'm
Yeah, we don't have any conversations beforehand about this is going to be the show. This is what it's going to be. Everybody just come and bring what they bring, and that's what they bring. But when you start thinking about a show being produced, they have executive producer, the producer, right? Don't isn't it what
yeah,
happened?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Right? Like
Mhm.
in terms of getting ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Because they already know what show they gonna have come December 25th. They already know what that show is.
Mhm.
And then you start actually building the energy around the show to, have it, have it work. Mhm. Yeah, that's really
The question is for me is that would create a structure
Mhm.
Um, but however, can we still be a structure, but still be free flowing? Like
Organic.
if something
Mhm.
organic, like if something comes up for somebody and they
Mhm.
need
Mhm.
us to come together, we do that, that's still that organic portion of it is what I like. I like,
Mhm.
we started out doing one thing and then we just went way over here.
Yeah. Mhm. The organic
And
piece.
it worked. It worked.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
just I like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that what is um it's the I want
Grand
to
Rising, Lily B. Welcome.
Grand Rising. It the business side of it.
Yes.
The business side. So what I'm hearing and totally agreeing and working on is that, like, we know when, because I was talking to myself, so Sheila, when's the last time you had a guest on?
Yes.
A guest. And get excited about that guest and tell everybody that you got a guest coming on.
Mhm.
And again, that is something, well, okay, so that is something that takes a person that is going to do that who has to get paid. So how willing are we, and how can we make money to pay somebody to do that? Because it does take time. Like when we get into our world, then this is over. Now we go into whatever the day is and for what we're supposed to do and stuff. And we need that person that gets paid to continue that and put the structures and connect with the people and all of that. So yeah, we have that person. We have the person that will just is in love, and the passion is social media and continually getting the word out there, because everything that we do, if we have an event, if we have a concert, if we have a workshop, that there it is. There is right there. The same thing. So we there's only so much volunteering that people will do, can do, that fit into their life.
Yes.
And so we're coming to a point where we do have, like you said, Rev, we have to look at this. This is not just a lollygag getting together with our, people and stuff, because we have grown. So we have grown, and I was looking at that. I said, who was here at the beginning and the stuff that we learned? And then God just, okay, now they go out and do their thing, because they have also realized that they can do that.
Okay, so y'all, this is really good. Because now we got to put on some thinking caps, because we're either gonna go to the next step or right, what are we doing? Right. That's why I am. And I'm a coach, y'all. So I coach for results. Okay. And so then it's sort of like looking at the structure of, what's the purpose of Grand Rising Elizabeth, and what are we growing? Because I hear it's more like a sisterhood, a sister circle being created.
Yeah, a place where, because what I've learned is we're on task every day. We are building a community of women who do not follow the, I want to say, the normal
Traditional,
reality show.
traditional,
Yeah, we
traditional.
not stabbing, we not sleeping with each other's man, we not jealous of each.
Wait a minute, stop the action.
But
Look at Bookie, baby.
at her.
Look at Bookie, baby. Yeah. Bookie, baby. Hey, Shabuti, baby. Booty, I miss you so much. She like,
I
I know
miss
that
you.
voice. Hey,
Unbelievable.
Booty. Hey,
How,
Booty.
how old is she now? What age is she now, Lily B?
Look at Lily.
That looks funny.
She won.
She's
Look at
one
that
now.
Booty. Oh, I miss her. So I love that
Oh,
boo. She ain't nothing but a love bug.
Mhm.
Yes, she. Oh my goodness, yes, she
She
is.
is
And
nothing
she
but a
talk like, "Da, da, da, da," and then
she
she
ain't not,
quiet as a mouse.
yeah, she ain't nothing but a love bug. When me
Hmm.
and her got together, me and her we got a mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see
I
her
got
talking about you?
Yeah, me and her
Say
got a mission.
hi.
Yeah, me and her got a mission. From the first day I
gotta
saw her.
Say hi.
When we was going there, hey Booty. Hey. Oh, yeah, come on, come on.
Yeah.
I know we got something to talk about. I already know.
Yeah.
I already know me and you got some conversations to have. I got some information for you, and you got some information for me. Come on. Oh, girl, I already know.
I
Yeah,
gotta send
girl. She like, girl, let me tell you what's been happening. I've been
I just
growing up.
wanted to let her peek her little head in because I know
Oh,
you
she's
guys
so
haven't seen her.
beautiful. She's so
Thank
beautiful. Y'all
you.
doing such a good job with her. She's such a cat. She a cat baby. I'm a cat baby. Shoot.
Yeah.
Look at her. She like, what you thought? I'm a cat baby.
She is. You
Oh,
can't.
my granny. She loved me. That's my
Yeah.
granny. That's my granny. She loved me. Me and her, when we got together, me and her had us a love fest. We did. I got
Yeah.
that connection with the babies though.
She's into flipping around on your body now.
Oh,
Okay, I love you too. Yeah.
look at her. She
I
flipping
love
from
you
side to
too.
side. She said, I just woke up, mama. Sleepy still. I want to snuggle some more. I
She
love
been
it.
up. This just how she do me when she see me. She get me and she lay her head on my shoulder for a while, and she learning how to pat my back like I do her.
It's so cute.
you.
Thank you for bringing her on the show.
Say,
I'm
no
back.
problem, no problem. I said, hold
Kennedy
on.
wanted
I
to
gotta
see
go
her.
to Elizabeth over
My
here.
daughter, Lily B, she been asking about your baby.
Oh, how are
Yeah.
you?
I'm good. How you doing?
That's good.
I was just in
I'm
the front.
good. Yeah, she over here big. Look at her. She on my shoulder like she own the place. But
I
little do
know.
y'all know, as soon as she get on the floor, she running around, not running, but crawling around, touching everything she can.
I
Say hi.
know.
Say, I'm doing wonderful.
I
I
do.
got like 8 teeth, maybe 10.
Oh, girl,
Oh,
you growing
and
Oh,
she is
teeth and everything.
very
Now, what sign
she
is
got
she,
her
Lily
own
B?
moves.
What sign is
She
she,
is
Lily
definitely a
B?
little human, y'all.
I know, right? I love it. What sign is she,
Yes.
Lily?
Huh?
What sign is she?
She is Scorpio.
Oh, yeah. What's her
Yep,
birthday?
November 13th.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She all up in the middle of Scorpio.
Yeah, she act like she act, and I- yeah.
Talk
I
about
try to
how I
explain to
act.
people like she is a baby, but you know how sometimes there's extremely friendly babies.
Uh-huh.
She's not that kind. She
You
goes off a vibe. If she feels like she want to go to you, she'll go to you. If she don't, she'll fall on the floor before she go to you. Come on, baby.
I know. That's why me and her we was love bugs.
Yes.
When me and her got together, she didn't want to go to nobody else. She was like,
Cutting up. Yes. I sure will, girl. Yep. I
She's
sure will.
so okay. So like even Lily B, this is so awesome because just you bringing a baby on is a component of the community. Like, and how do we really, really relate to community as a community of women coming together?
Yes.
Even that, right? Is right. So
Yeah.
it's like in doing that, and it's like in bringing the babies and where we are in the conversation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. And it's a beautiful thing. I know I just literally jumped on here. What time is it? I was like, I'm tired of missing. I was going through everybody's text messages because I couldn't find a way to get
Whoever,
on. I went on Danielle Facebook. I couldn't get on there. So I was like, you know what? I know where to find it. And boom, I got it.
oh my God,
So
Evelyn, you took these pictures of me and the Bookie.
yes, I did.
Oh my God,
oh,
Lily B, you should see the pictures of me and her.
okay.
Oh my God. Can you sit on the Lily B? Send these pictures to Lily B. Cause that's just the kind of conversation that her how could I put it so y'all could see it? I'd have to go on Zoom.
Mm,
I'm on my phone. I don't even know how to do that. These pictures are so
no.
awesome. Thank you for that, Evelyn.
You're
'Cause they,
welcome.
Oh yeah, one thing Mama Evan gonna do is capture the moment. I seen her
oh yeah,
laugh.
man, you should see the pictures.
She's good at
Okay,
that.
so this is what I'm gonna do. Lily B, I'm gonna send them to you.
Okay. Alani, you love me. I love you too. You done get some love? You wanna be free again and do baby fun stuff or no? Nope. All right, that's cool. You can hold on to me. But yeah, like I'm greatly appreciated. Like she literally has been before she was born, listening to you guys' voice. That's why she
Yes.
was looking like this. Because
Uh-huh.
sometimes she'll hear people's voice and she'll just roll off of me and leave. Like, oh, I don't know them. So she heard you guys' voice and she was intrigued. Like, wait a minute, I know these folks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Lily B. Wait till you see these. These are so. Oh, I'll put them on our page too, y'all.
Okay.
I'll put them on our page. Oh, my spirit's like, I thought you said you didn't know how to do this.
Look, Yana.
I,
Yeah.
Oh my, look at
Uh-oh.
ain't that good?
you. Yes.
That captured our moment. I'll put it on the page for y'all so y'all can see it. That captured our moment together.
Money Grace.
Oh,
Y'all, it's in the chat.
this is so cute.
Learn something new.
Lonnie,
Okay.
you a big girl now. Not really, but you a big girl. Big Earth girl. That's so cute.
She got on her. She looked at her for a while and then she started talking. Bye, 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 bye.
Oh,
Okay, I
Oh
don't
my
know.
goodness, this is wonderful.
that's so cute.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what
Make
what's
your
that?
art by yourself.
WhatsApp wouldn't do it.
Say hey, Yana.
Hello. I'm sorry, my nose is running, but hello, everybody.
Oh, it
What's
is. You know, I
that?
got my glasses on. I did.
I don't either.
I couldn't see it.
Peace and love to you all.
Peace.
Grand Rising Elizabeth.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back on mute so I can finish
All
listening.
right.
Wait,
Oh yeah, I love these pictures of us. They won't actually trans over to WhatsApp, y'all. I don't know what happened.
okay.
I got it in the chat, y'all. It's in the chat.
Okay, thank you, boo.
I got them in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this goes along right with okay, this coming Saturday. My friend Ngia, our friend Ngia, everybody who knows Ngia.
And
So,
Kai? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
the little thing she's got at the Wayne State University, the MSU Detroit Center right there on Woodward. I think it's on
Mm-hmm.
Woodward and Warren, further down. But walking in the spirit of our mothers, I guess it was a conversation that a young woman had about, I think, having elders around to guide you. And so this is for 18 and older.
Mm-hmm.
Their wisdom to gain from stories we share. Yeah. So this is the flyer. So
Put
it's
that
a
can you
free.
put in the chat, boo?
Okay, it's a free event.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it
Yeah.
in WhatsApp?
Huh?
It's already in there.
Did I put it in WhatsApp? I think I did.
Or Mama Het did, one or the other.
Okay. I think it's in WhatsApp.
We'll make sure it's in both.
Wait, hold on. There it is. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
it. Okay, what
Yeah.
time is it? It's at 11 on Saturday, 11 to 2.
And that's not far from us.
Okay. That sounds like that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of what's happening here, except for it's out in the world,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is what's he called? Walking in the spirit of our mothers. That goes with the cards. That goes with the cards. Secrets of the ancestor oracles.
Mm,
Those two things go together, don't they? Walking
yeah.
in the spirit of our mothers and the secrets of the ancestors.
Yeah.
Those cards go together. Those two things go together. So, okay, y'all,
Mm.
back to our conversation. Okay, so now, oh, okay, so I'm about to go all the way here. Okay, because something is okay. I can't help myself, right? In these conversations are not mine; they are being channeled through me. So, just a conversation. So now here we are, y'all. We're at the end of November. We had a conference this year, right?
Mhm.
We said, or we were part of a conversation that said, okay, we would do certain things leading up to the conference that's coming up for next year. We would do certain things to have the conference really be a total success. And I don't think we've done those things, y'all. Like just like this thing is, because the need is there, because this thing that Ngia is doing, that's one of the things.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Because okay. I know about something about to happen, because this is deal, y'all. God gives us the ideas, but if we don't RSVP, somebody else get the job. We had this idea that Ngia is doing, that Elizabeth ought to be doing that kind of stuff throughout the rest of the year. We didn't do it, so Ngia got the same idea and she RSVP'd. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What you hear, Queen?
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I also know that I don't the point of we didn't do it, and so God gave it to somebody else when the call is out for many people
Hmm.
to
Well,
do it.
that's the thing. All are called, few choose to listen.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say the many, yes, the call is out there. The call is out there. All are called, but few choose to listen, and some listen sooner than others.
Okay, it's okay. No, let's go here.
Yeah,
So
let's go here. We got to, y'all.
because
We got to be willing to confront ourselves.
that sounds like to me, and what I don't want it to be like it's personal to me, but
Okay, it's not.
I don't is that it sounds like you did something wrong. You could have, and they did it, and now and I don't like to reside in that at all.
No. That's not where I'm coming from. That's not where I'm coming from at all. That's not where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Like really, no, I'm not coming from there, but I'm coming from, like, it's a sheet on the bed. What's under these covers? That's where I'm coming from. We got something underneath the covers. So to really uncover something for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm really coming from. Because if we don't uncover it for ourselves, then what? You know what I mean? We'll to do the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. Then, okay, because it's still the same rules, it's still the same laws, they all still apply, right? If you bring the laws and the principles to bear in anything that you up to, you can have a breakthrough and get to the other side of something. However, you have to be willing to ask yourself the tough questions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. And you got to know, we all got to know it ain't personal. Right. And so, ooh, okay, I gotta say it. It's coming up. I gotta say it. I'm trying to hold it back. Hey, okay, do it. So listen, Queen of Dooney, that's a huge conversation for you. The personal, taking it personal conversation
Mm-hmm.
is a huge conversation with you, especially when it comes to talking about something that's your baby.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's your baby.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And so like some work, some completing of that, because that's an old conversation
Mm-hmm.
that we've had. Those are old. That's not currently who we are and what we up to.
Mhm.
So that's an old conversation that need to be laid to rest now, because that's not who you are. That's not how you occur. That's not what you up to. But it's in there in the way. Oh, this is really good, Queen. Because what it does, it actually keeps you from stepping out there further because you don't want to get criticized, ridiculed, or put down.
Mm, mm.
Maybe not. Look, but I want you to really look. I mean, criticize, put down.
Hear from that point, I hear what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Because all I'm dealing with is what you said.
mhm, mhm.
All I'm dealing with is what you said. And what you said is, I don't want to take it personal. And how do you take
Well,
it
I don't
personal?
want to sound like this is personal because of what I knew I was going to say, and I
Yeah.
don't want it to be that this is just personal. It's just this is like what I'm saying, what my
Mhm, mhm.
experience is, and my experience as the leader is different from
Yes, it
you all.
is. It
Okay,
is.
and
It
what
is.
I'm doing when we say we're not doing this, maybe as a we, but I'm working on this, and in particular Danielle, that's our conversation is this all the time, and how and the joy and the discouragement of it all. And so
Mhm.
when it's like what you said, yeah, she took it because we didn't. I don't go along with that in
Well, this is definitely what she's doing is definitely one of the ideas that came out of the clearing from the conference of last year. Because coming out of the conference, we had several clearing conversations coming out of the conference last year. Yeah, we
mhm,
had several clearing conversations, and one of the powerful clearing conversations that we had is that throughout the year we would do individual things like this, like she's doing.
mhm,
We know we would say we would take a conversation and have a conference where we came off of Zoom and we actually went and did many conferences throughout the year.
mhm, mhm.
That's that part. That's what I'm talking about. We didn't do it, but the universe said it must get done, so somebody else heard it and they did it. That's all I was saying. Not that we did something wrong, but just like letting us know that the universe is a demand for this kind of work to get done right now.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
Right. And yeah. 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 So that's the only part about that. Because it's like it's the same conversation we're in, really. Right? Our elders, our mothers, our lives, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, because that's who Elizabeth is for me. My mother. That's my mama's name. So that's what Elizabeth's are for me. That's when I got over here, it was Mama Head, Mama 11. It's like, how many mamas you want? Okay, here you go. It's the
Yes.
same conversation. Yeah, y'all. Right. So, right. And and her event is free. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, how do we break the free conversation?
In what way that is something good or something bad?
No, it's not even good or bad. Can you hear it? Oh, that's so good. So Queen Aduna, you went right there again. Good or bad? It's not good or bad. It's an inquiry.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Mm-hmm.
good, not bad. Just let's look. It's not good, not bad. Let's look.
Well, when we're talking about her event, that it's free. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that
Well,
mean that
okay, so at what point,
you do it?
are we gonna get out of things being free? Who puts together and does all this work for free?
She probably has sponsors.
I'm gonna say no, Angia, she's got she got
Yeah, she's got resources she can reach out to fund that.
and then on the flip side of that, flip side of free is, well, besides what the cost is, but who can afford I don't want to say, because I don't even, I'm just saying from the flip side of free. If you have sponsors that's taking care of you, then, and they want that word and the freedom of people, and don't want people to not be able to come because they don't have the money. So there's a lot of conversation in that. And some things I would love to do free so that, you know, and then some things, no, we got to pay, we got to make some money. So everything does not have to be. I want to reside in that it doesn't have to be. You know, that I can do it free without the sacrifice. Let's say like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Just a place to look and think from. That's all I'm bringing up, because that's what's coming up for today. It's like, yeah, all right, y'all. We've been here a year. What is looking like? You know, the same ones that was here, you know, like, how are we growing? What are we intent? Do we intend to grow? Do we intend to have, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 women coming to the call in the mornings? It
Right,
don't even have to be the same women,
right, right.
right? There's enough of us out there, right? Are we providing enough value for people to want to be here?
Mhm.
You know, what do women need that would have them come and feel nourished, cherished, and loved up on? Like, what is it? Right? Like a something, what, you know, what we're vibing for. You know, if we, us on the call, we might really need to get clear about what do we get? There's something that has us continue to come to the call.
Mhm.
What's that?
Right.
Right? I bet you if we was to really look, one of the big things that's having us being here, everybody on here right now, they're really loyal people.
I was saying
Loyalty,
that are
being
loyal.
loyal is a big deal. Everybody on this call right now. Am I right or wrong? Wrong? And
Which
what?
No, you're right.
we're grateful for.
What'd you say, Queen?
I said, which we are grateful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, being consistent. You know, the two things I'm consistent in is this and Thursday night. You know, which
Mhm.
is um is different for me because I'm used to just being just wherever I
Mhm.
land, you
Mhm.
know, and the information, the free information is invaluable to me,
Okay.
you know. Ugh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Being trust, being able to trust, you know,
Okay.
because
Trust.
knowing somebody, just really knowing, we're in the knowing that nobody's just going to sit and just backstab you, just, you know, because, yeah.
You're talking about where your safety is, that is a safe
Yeah.
space.
Like
And
when we're doing something that everybody's got your back one way or the other,
Yeah.
you know, because they're of that integrity.
Yes.
well, I knew that we in the beginning and on that we were in like a training to
Okay.
be big. But this was our training ground.
Yes.
And people come in and out and stuff. I do want to thank you. What's her Sharonda? Sharonda popped in and she stayed, came back. You too,
Oh,
Rev. You
yeah,
came
yeah.
back.
I did too.
So I know we do have
Lakeisha did it too. Lakeisha came and stayed too.
sure did, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I really
Oh, who am I? Make a public podcast. Oh, we'll go from doing Zoom to doing a podcast. That's deep. That was really good. Who put that in there?
Mhm. That was
Uh,
Tecreshia.
Yeah, public
Caprice?
podcast would expand the audience big time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Wow, that's good.
Well, we see what it's going to take to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. What does that entail?
To
So what it
any
looks like
Oh,
is
there's a
this.
call.
So, my bad.
Go ahead, baby.
What it looks like is it's just what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People coming in and out. Um, they'll more be like callers than Zoomers. You might be able to connect this to the podcast where they can come in like that, but we talking, and instead of them seeing us, they hear us, and they still get the benefit of it. They do have some podcasts on YouTube that show people while they're you can see them while they're doing it. But I think not, but we can figure out both of them. We can and that's the way so people can they'll have like how Lily B was trying to find the Zoom link. Instead, they'll just go to Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcast, whatever podcast, wherever they listen to their podcast at, and they can listen to Grand Rising Little Bitch anywhere they at. So like, you know, the us local people who we are very loyal. We'll be the ones that's coming in creating the content like we already do, but everybody else they can just listen. And then they have places where they'll put their questions. So we'll come back. We'll have a segment where we're answering questions from the last time we talked, and that's maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes. So I'm glad this is being recorded because these ideas are just coming to me. But podcast is a really powerful way to take what we already have without doing a whole lot. It doesn't require. It's the next step. That's how I want to say that. That's the next step. Like you can take this and put it in a podcast and stream it across the world.
Yes, and that would expand it because people don't get access to the expansion on Zoom.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yep.
Like nobody's out there in the world knowing that this is happening on Zoom.
They don't know.
Exactly.
Not enough people.
Not enough people know. Yes. Okay. Okay. So that answered my question. That's where I got freed up. Whoo. Okay. That answered my question because it's like, okay, y'all, like the expansion of it. Like, don't y'all feel like coming out of the box? I feel like coming out of the box. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm ready to get out of my box.
And we definitely gonna have to do a video one because of Evelyn's, like, her stuff. She the craft lady, so it's gonna have to be a video podcast. So when we're looking for the information, it's gonna have to be a video podcast for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so we'll have to look up and research how to do a video podcast because I think that may be the next step.
And I love how you said maybe, yes, because we just, we're in the inquiry.
Yes, inquiry. I love inquiries.
And that was the, how I saw that we will, one, get to know each other during this time. We looked up and a year had passed.
Yes.
And yes, what is next? So now, that's I lost my thought there. Where I was going.
Right. Hey, Lolly.
I do remember it was that in this year and a half of training, getting to know our purpose and our ways and grow and all of that there would be a time when we would go not only just the podcast, but even like the TV thing, and then all the things that you all have is part of Elizabeth. So when you start doing your things, then we are that support, whether it's physically or in any other way. But it could kick off from here, like you said, Rev. You have taught so many people, and being in this setting where it's there's more freedom than the Course in Miracles. There's a structure there. And then we can all see where our strengths are and begin to support one another's businesses or events out beyond this.
Yes.
Beyond this. And yeah, like we're always talking about what are you excited about and what's your passion and what's next for you and all of that. And now we can take it to the next level.
Yeah, I actually feel it wanting to go, it's going younger, it's calling for growth.
Yeah.
It's calling for growth. I'm like, okay, so what's our commitment to really having it be something extraordinary? Because if you really work at it and really continue to put things to it, because a bunch of them people, they're not just doing podcasts. Their podcasts are money is involved. They're not just doing a podcast every day.
Right.
That's true. They have sponsors.
Yeah, because I'm noticing there's one guy on YouTube, they're independent, it's called Midas Touches, independent news. But I've noticed they didn't start off with sponsors, but now they do little commercials in between their thing. They're doing little commercials, right? And oh yeah, it's folks out there who would be willing to do a little commercial for a small stipend.
Yep. Black-owned businesses would love for us to spot them out, and they pay Grand Rising Elizabeth $10 a week or however much a month for us to say, this guy's tea is on 6 Mile or juice or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And they got to do a reoccurring, or that week it don't come on. We don't do that thing or whatever.
That's right. Dang, y'all, this is a huge conversation, like for us to, because I can actually see the access to creating something that's profitable. It's a big deal if we really, really think about it and do the work. Hi, Joy. Welcome.
Hey, Joy. Yeah.
Greetings, sisters. Greetings.
Right, like in the growing of the thing. So that I think that's a huge conversation we just had. Huge conversation that we just had, like for 2024.
More in 24.
Oh no, is it? Yeah, it's 2024.
I said more in 24.
Yes.
More in 24.
And y'all, guess what? Because it is 2024, which the new year started October the 1st. It is an 8-year. It is the year of money. So whatever it is, that's like I'm hearing. Okay, do your book. Okay, I'm hearing it. And it's like my spirit is like, and you ain't even got to do a big book. Do an ebook.
Right.
Right. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, yeah. It's like do an ebook. Do a small book. Do some of them little bitty books. Them books that be like this, about that tall. Them been the most powerful books I've read. Like for real, they've been the most. I was like, dang, what's this? About 50 pages? It ain't even 50 pages. Hell, I talk 50 pages worth in an hour. I got 50 little pages and something to say.
Next.
Right?
Oh my goodness gracious.
That is so true. So and this is the really part for me too, because the Course in Miracles, where it's really hitting me like the opening, somebody said it earlier, like being called forth. It's like what I'm reading right now. I guess that's why I'm reading it twice, because it's like we were created to create. I've heard that so many times between Wednesday and Sunday. Hello, you were created to create. And so then for me in my world, because I live my life from an inquiry, I'm created to create. I'm a little low on the creation end of things. Right. So really, what is it that I want to create in 2024? which might be the inquiry, we have today, that we actually start to write down and get present to what do we want to create. And by next year, this time we can say, okay, I did it. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
The winter solstice is coming up, and I definitely want to do an event for the winter solstice because that gets us ready for 2024. If you are not already in the conversation of 2024.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's like for us to like really to complete this year powerfully. And to complete the year powerfully, yeah, that would take something, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what y'all hearing? And especially all the people in the witness protection program. What y'all
Before the Tecreshia, could you get that information about the podcast and could you get that information for us? Is that something you want
to pause before I say yes?
Yeah, that's what I said. Is that something you want to take on, or let me
know? What I can do is connect us with someone who knows this information.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good.
So for people who just joined the call, like Danielle and Joy, we're having a conversation today about, the what's next for Grand Rising Elizabeth. That's just like, the what's next. Like, okay, we've been here for a year. On my side of the conversation, I think it'll be a year in February, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like, okay, that's now. So where do we want to expand to? It's like right now, we have a couple of new people on the call, but mostly who we have on our call every day are the loyalists. That's what we're going to call ourselves, the loyalists. We hear every day, we coming through, but like, yeah, what else? Like, how do we build this so that it's something that's profitable or not? That may not be our main goal, but out of the main goal, if I'm gonna be, no, not like if I'm gonna be here, that's not true. I'm not saying it like that at all. But I want to be able to take what I'm learning here and transfer it over into my life. If I'm not gonna transfer it over into the Elizabeth, I want to transfer my experience over into my life. Now, me being here for a whole year, can I transfer what I've learned from leading the show every Thursday? Yes, I can transfer that into my life. Right? But at the same time, too, if you look at who's on this call, we could be doing some things for real, but it would take a bigger commitment.
I agree with you, Rev. I see this bigger than what it is right now. And I also know, but in order to reach the masses, to get more, because I know I hear people all the time say, oh, I watch the replays. You want more engagement. You kind of want to know, I would say more immediate gratification. Like, oh, you saw the show, you liked the show, you shared the show, you share it with other people. I still feel like a lot of people feel like this is just a weekly meeting, a weekly organizational meeting, that it's not being portrayed that anyone and everyone can come and join. And I know on my part, I need to continue to invite more people, and even on my platforms, let people know, hey, this is what I'm doing Monday at 8 o'clock, between 8 and 10, come join me. It's okay to come join me. Remind people you can come join me, and it's the consistency.
So hold on for a sec, Danielle. Just let me bring you up to speed. We're gonna fast forward, because what we really saw in the conversation that you're having right now is that what we could do to expand ourselves is start doing podcasts instead of Zoom.
I mean, you can podcast to Zoom. You can do both. I mean, you could do both at the seen time. I've seen people do it, Breakfast Club, and people do it all the time. You can do both at the same time. Podcast is nothing more. Podcast is nothing more than the audio of what we're doing. That's all it is.
Do they have the podcast, those were the questions we were having. That's why Queen Aduni was asking Tecreshia if she would look into it, because we had certain questions that we had about with a podcast. See, what we're seeing is that, okay, we're on Zoom, but people don't really know we on Zoom, so our audience is not increasing.
People don't even know that we're doing Grand Rising Elizabeth because everybody's not promoting.
Okay.
So even if we had a podcast, if you're not going to promote it on your page and to let people know that this is what you're doing, we're still going to get the same results. Like, we really need to be pumping this every single.
Okay, hold on. Now really look.
Yeah.
Let's really look now. Cause if we really look, there's two of y'all that I know promote consistently, and that's you and Mama Head.
Mm-hmm.
You and Mama Head promote consistently. So what you have to really look at is in the promoting more consistently, is that the access into more participation?
Yeah, because more people would know. I mean,
No, actually look at the results on your Monday show. How is it going? Do you have new people? Do you have this consistent? Is it the same one of us who actually come every other day of the week? Is it more people? Is it different people? So that's the part that we have to really get the data on. Is it really growing? I know Mama Head has all kind of people on her show, but who actually comes to the show is us.
Because it's like we promote amongst ourselves. Like, one of the things, like with Grand Rising Elizabeth as a entity in itself, and I'll take responsibility for this, because when it comes to social media, it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into making sure that everything is set and ready to go and goes out on time. You know, people, even when it comes down to our flyers, you know what I'm saying? People, we're not promoting it on a consistent basis. It could be more promotion that goes on. And I feel like if you're a host, you need to promote your own, you do need to push your own show. If you're a host, the show as a whole just needs more pushing. And when I say pushing, you have to remind people that you're on. It's the reason why The View still does commercials, to remind people that they're on Monday through Friday, whatever time The View comes on, Monday through Friday, because people need to be reminded. So it's not and that's something I am working on, is getting things in order so that stuff just goes out constantly to remind people, hey, this is what we're doing at this particular time. And if they can't join, then they can always catch the replay. People don't realize they can catch the replay. But it's also asking people not just to join, but if they can't join, like, share, and follow. Tag 3 people who you think might enjoy this show. You know, there is something said to have more numbers, to have more things go out when the numbers go up. But it's a constant machine that constantly goes. And that's to say also, even with our own businesses too, you have to remind people you're still here, you're still relevant, you're still doing what you do, you enjoy what you do. You know, you just can't put out one post once a year and just expect everybody to remember that, you know, you're excellent, you know, you're you know, you are who you are. So
yeah, I got that part.
I definitely believe sitting down, coming up with a marketing strategy, a marketing campaign. And, you know, it don't have to cost, you know, money. Everything we're doing is digital. So it may be a little money running ads on Facebook and Instagram to remind people, hey, this is what we have right here. And the ads don't cost that much. $50 a month, you know. Who is our target audience? Who are we reaching? Where are they located? And putting out an ad right in front of their face to get them to come to join our show.
Okay, so
you know,
I want you to curb that conversation for a second. Just curb the conversation for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And Lily B, you got your hand up. What you want to say? Because there's something I want to say about what you're saying, Danielle. Just hold it for a second. Lily B.
I'm hold on one second. Let me get on camera again. One moment, please. What I was saying is that, doing paid promotions, like you can go, it's certain people who have extremely large followings and stuff like that. Paid promotion works, and also running Facebook ads or Instagram ads, running those ads, it really worked for me. It got me different people coming and like inboxing me about my waste fees and things of that nature. So I feel like even though we, like, you know, when I was on there sharing and stuff like that and getting people having guests come on, the exposure of having a lot more people on to view, I feel like would come in a better way if it was some paid promotion, like, you know, through Facebook ads and, you know, stuff like that. And also promote.
Hold on. Okay, but wait, okay, Lily B, I don't mean to cut you off, but listen. Look, I know it's something, a hair wrap coming loose. It's like, hold on.
It's like, let me talk.
I know, right? If we,
I have glasses on, so I didn't see your hand if you was trying to tell me. Hold on.
Oh, no. Listen, Lily B. Okay, so let's just put the pay advertisement aside for a second, okay? If we just look at, if we look at everybody that's on here, the loyal list, if each one of the loyal lists looked at how many people they got on their page, on their Instagram, their Facebook, and who the other place that people go to, what is it? TikTok? What is it?
TikTok.
Okay, good. At TikTok. I like that better. They should name it. Right? If we actually really look, or even if we filtered it out and just pulled out all the women we know, right? That's a whole bunch of people and we didn't need no money.
And there's a way to do that. Yeah, if you just post on your page, here's my show, here's my time, come join me. And do that consistently, like every single week, like no stop.
Yes.
Yeah. And there is a way. There is a way that you can go into Facebook and actually see, well, Facebook and Instagram, and actually see the demographic breakdown of your followers.
Okay.
They tell you so you can break, and I'll do that on Monday's show, show you how to look at the breakdown. So you know when you are marketing on your own page, you know exactly who to target.
Exactly. Okay. So before we go spending some money, let's utilize and use up our freebies. Because we got a bunch of freebies out there. The people who will just come because it's just you. Because it's just you, Lily B. Because it's just you, Danielle. Because it's just you, Queen of Doom. They'll come just because it's you. Right?
Okay.
Right. Go ahead, Lily.
Oh no, yeah. I'm just thinking like I know when it comes to posting when I was on there, I know all my you can go. I still got old stuff from when I was on there about posting consistently. It's about being consistent and also communicating about it, because it's not only about social media. You got to, when you out and about, you got to talk about it. It's everyday life. In order to get a broader audience, you got to talk about it everywhere. We went downtown talking about it to the festivals. We talking about it everywhere. That's how we were able to get so many different guests.
Yes. And
one of them, right? That's how love it came by you.
Yeah.
Okay, Tecreshia, you got a question? You want to say something, Tecreshia?
Yeah. So the original question is what's got us here, and so I think it's both parts that needs to be looked at: the product as well as the word of mouth marketing or even paid marketing. Because the product, yes, Zoom is really good, and yes, you can do you can keep it like this, but just take a minute and imagine if we did have 50 people on here, 100 people on here, what that would like on just Zoom by itself, not connecting it to anything else, just Zoom by itself. How would that be for a show?
Yeah.
Like, what would that look like?
I think that would look probably a little chaotic, but then you have something called StreamYard.
Thank you.
I've seen a lot of organizations use StreamYard, which is like an upgrade version of Zoom, but it looks like a broadcast. It looks like a broadcast. That looks so much cleaner. It looks beautiful.
That's what
I've been on StreamYard a couple of times, so I know the back. I've seen the back end and how you have people in the way. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to point out, and you got it. So you got we're growing. So when you grow, you want to grow in excellence as well. So whatever that thing you just said that I don't know nothing about, that's what we need to start working on, and then promote. Of course, definitely need to promote, because chaos is not gonna grow.
Okay. All right. Who else got something to say about this conversation that you're hearing, or that would be a contribution to this conversation? Anybody else? Okay, then the question I want to ask, if this was your show, how would you grow it? This is your show. Look at everybody on here. This is who you got to work with. What would you do to grow it?
I would talk about it some way, somehow, every single day. I would mention it somehow, some shape, shape, or form every single day.
Okay.
For me, because I'm not around a whole lot of people during the day, it would be social media. So y'all would get sick of me talking about Grand Rising Elizabeth until you actually see what Grand Rising Elizabeth is all about.
Okay, good. But it's like you don't even have to be sick of it, because you could
No.
actually.
No.
I don't mean like
I'm
that.
saying it's a term. It's a social media term.
No,
There's
I
a
don't
social
mean.
media
No,
prepare to be sick of me.
No,
That's all
no.
I'm saying.
No, that's not even. Okay, you and Queen Aduni, both of y'all the same. It's like, okay, the words I'm saying is not literal, personal to you. What I'm saying is that even if and people not getting sick of you talking about it, because that is a turn off for you to be mentioning something over and over and over and over again. And you don't have to do that with me, right? A lot of people like that. They get, okay. But if you took the approach of, oh my God, I was on the show today and this is what I got out of the show today. This is what I learned today from being on the show, to being on the Grand Rising Elizabeth today. That's another way of sharing that doesn't feel like pushing, or doesn't feel like somebody getting sick of you, because you're sharing what you got.
Okay.
That makes sense what I'm saying.
And then also the piggyback of what you said, usually those, when you do that, if you recap, because I started doing recaps and then I stopped. So I can get back to doing recaps on the show.
Yes.
You're creating a wheel. And we talked about this on my show Monday. You're creating a wheel. It could be 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be 3 to 5 minutes. It does not have to be something long, and doesn't have to be scripted. Just take 3 minutes to sit in front of the camera and talk about the recap of what you did on the Grand Rising Elizabeth show. And, remind people, when the next show, there's a little trick to it. Remind people when the next show is. Tell them how they can join and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's put it like this. We watch enough television to see these actors do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to do this like the drop of a dime, because we watch it every single day. It's like nothing has changed in television in the last, 50 years. They do it. We can do the same exact thing.
Yeah. Lily, Lolly, you want to say something, baby?
Lolly.
Hey, I was thinking about what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it. And
Come
I'm
on, girl.
still not fully sure, but I'm gonna just let it flow.
Let it flow.
Okay. All right. Okay, growth. A lot of the ideas that were mentioned are great and beautiful, and I think they could be useful. I am not volunteering myself for anything because I'm in a period of transition, so I would like to just stabilize a little bit more before I say I can do anything else. But I think it would be intriguing to look at how we can best reach our audience. So right now we're looking at, if we're talking about a Zoom call, our niche is women who either are self-employed or retired, or maybe whatever else situation where they don't have to be busy between the times of 8 and 10 a.m. if they are on the Eastern Standard Time. I know for me, I'm a little bit flexible, but even me sometimes, I'm like, I really should not be on here because I got to do stuff type thing. So we have to make sure that for those people who want to still be involved in these type of conversations, they still have access to it, which is why I appreciated Tecreshia's point of looking at creating a podcast, which I think Danielle also mentioned can be done simultaneously with some type of live element. And so I think with that, it would be something we mentioned a long time ago, and Danielle may have also mentioned was, the short recaps. But on top of that, when we talked about like the marketing of it, is really understanding, because even like when we talked on Fridays about the different types of marketing, but one thing that's really important is understanding your product. And so what our show is, and Rev, I think you mentioned this as well. Our show has to have some type of impact. What are people getting out of it? And so we're talking about Monday through Friday, and that includes me. Monday through Friday, what are we talking about? What is our goal? What is our intention for the week? And how can we make sure that whoever's listening, whatever day, they get what they need so that they can continue to tell people word of mouth as well. So I think it may require even more structure on our end in creating the quality product, and then we can fancy it up and add all the graphics and stuff over time as well. But the actual product is cool, because right now for me this feels, and it's not a bad thing, but it feels like a sister's call. Like we call each other, hey girl, and that's what it is, and that's beautiful. But with that, you may not get people who are like just want to be in a hey girl conversation if somebody just wants to get some knowledge and then so I think that's where we're at with it. And then once I feel like we have, and this, well, maybe simultaneously, but like it's after we've established our, I guess you could say not curriculum, but our flow and what it looks like. And it's a quality product, I guess, or service for the people who we want to be involved. Then we can go into how can we pay to push this more later. Because right now, paying for it and being like, everybody, come, we're just gonna pay for all this marketing, and then we have a whole bunch of people in here, and there's no structure, there's no flow.
Yes, exactly, Lolly. That's exactly Lolly. That's exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because right now we have enough resource that we need to use up the resource we have. We haven't even tapped into it. It's just 10 of us on the call. We haven't even tapped into the resource that we are individually and brought it together. Do you know what I mean? And felt the power of that together. So that's like a missing for me. And like, to tell the truth, we either got to grow or I got to go. That's and I don't even know, because I think that's the source of this conversation for me today.
May I say something?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Joy. Please.
I'm new to the circle, and sitting as an outsider and seeing what has drawn me to this circle is the energy, and I feel the power of each and every one of you women as individuals. However, what I hear, just as you said, Rev, I don't create well. I don't create much. You create all the time. If you have children, if you're a mother or a wife, you creating dinner, you creating, organizing. So I think it's more of us. We have to change our mindsets into standing into this abundance mindset and watch what our words are saying, the power of our words. Yes. I do understand about the structure, as Lolly was saying. I believe this is the sister Lolly. She just said, if you have like unique words or unique topics that we go out and market and say, hey, wait, we're going to talk about this today. We're a bunch of powerful spiritual sisters, and we're going to talk about this today. And that piques people's curiosity.
Yes.
So that's what got me. That's what has brought me into the circle. And then once I got in the circle, I see it's so much more.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm feeling you, Joy. I'm feeling you.
So much more. And yesterday was my first day, and I was crying at the end of the circle.
Wow.
I was crying, and the sister was talking about, it's what we focus on. She was talking about all this negative stuff that's going on in her life. However, she ended with all the positive stuff. If we can just change that, we don't understand the God creator, whatever. We have this abundance.
Yes.
The devil tricks us into thinking that we don't.
Yes.
The Garden Eden was full of abundance. It was only one tree that was not abundant.
Yes.
And Eve was led to that one tree. So society keeps us on this negative vibration.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
I'm
That's good,
done.
Joy.
Thank
Yay,
you.
Joy. Good job.
Mhm.
Good job. Good job. Good job. So, hey, y'all, it's 9:58 or something. 6.
Minute.
I don't have my glasses on. 9:56. We got 4 minutes. So what I want to say, welcome, Lakeisha. What I want to say is, as we close, what did y'all hear today? Or what are you leaving here with? Or what can we build on out of this conversation today? Because it was a completely organic conversation. Right. It's what came up today. I had no idea, but I never know when I'm gonna talk about spirit. Spirit leads this conversation. So this is really the conversation that Holy Spirit wanted us to have today. So what are you guys hearing in it? And what's one action? Because I know we're all busy entrepreneurs. What's one action that we could that we could take on to expand Grand Rising Elizabeth's? So I'm just going to hear from a couple of people, but who wants to say?
I
I'll
want
go
to say
first.
something.
Oh, go ahead,
Okay,
Mama.
good. We'll have, okay, so here, Danielle, Tecreshia, and Queen Aduni, and that's it.
No, that was Star.
Okay,
Oh, that
Star.
was Star?
And, wait a minute, hold on. And then Star, and then Queen Aduni to close us out. So Danielle, go.
Okay, so today is Thursday. I am going to create a wheel to get the discussion going, ready for the Grand Rising Elizabeth, but also the Millionaire Mindset Monday show. And I am committed to getting the flyer for Monday out between today and Friday so that people have time to circulate and schedule and make time to be on the show. So I'm definitely doing a reel today. That's one thing I can do.
Okay, good. Powerful. Got it. Tecreshia?
I'm gonna get the information that I said I was gonna get about the podcast,
Okay.
and I'm gonna request Danielle to get. I don't recall that word that you said, streamline or something like that. StreamYard to get that information to everybody as well. Put in the chat, research it, find somebody else, something. We just need to see what that is because I have no idea what that is.
Okay,
so I'm
good.
definitely gonna do my part.
Takesha, what I'll do is Tava uses StreamYard for their everything, trainings and everything. So I'll put in like the last thing they did yesterday for Wealth Building Wednesday that they streamed on Facebook. I'll put that in the chat so you can see what StreamYard looks like, if that helps.
But no, we want to know how we can do StreamYard.
So if you just go to StreamYard.com.
I can do both. Yeah, I'll put StreamYard in there, but I also want you to look and see what it looks like so you can. Yeah, I'm a visual person.
That's it. So that's great.
I'll get the information. I'll do both. I'll get the information today.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies. Star?
I want to say that I want to go to the one whose fault it is that we have the Elizabeth show, which is the Holy Spirit. What do you want us, what do you, okay, we're having this conversation that you put in the mind of the Rev as to how we will grow this show. So what do you want us to do?
What you want us to do, Father?
Who do you want us to reach?
Yes.
How do you want us to grow this show? We have our ideas. Yes. Very intelligent women. We have some beautiful creators on this show. However, you are the ultimate creator. So
Lord.
what is it that you want us to do?
Yes,
and
Lord.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, Lord.
Amen.
It might not have anything to do with what any of us are saying.
It might not. That's true.
What's next?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay,
It's your platform, Holy Spirit. It's your platform.
Okay.
So what do you want us to do with your platform?
Okay, now we getting somewhere. Woohoo!
Yes.
Okay, Queen Aduni, closes out, honey. It's 10 o'clock on the dot.
On the dot. And so we just thank you, Lord, for this conversation. And we thank you for leading us and guiding us, ordering our footsteps and telling us what's next. What's next, individually and collectively. And we thank you that what we do outside is not a conflict, and what we do in here is not a conflict. They all work together for the good of what we are called here to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just thank you, Lord, and I just thank God. Thank God for each one of you, and thank God for all those that are coming. Thank God for the training that we have been experiencing. And now it is time to go to the next level. All of us is feeling that spirit. And we thank you for showing each of us individually and collectively what's next, what's next, what to do, and what's next. Thank you, Rev. We missed you. And that's why I just jumped on the show, just so I can, then I said, I ain't supposed to be talking. But I thank God for each and every one of you. And before we close, I look like Miss Leticia got something to say.
Oh, she do?
Looking
Does
like
anybody want to do this
church
event?
lady with the finger up.
Does anybody want to do this event on the 9th? It's in the senior building. It's a white building, nothing but white people in it. 200 units, senior building. They call it a Christmas Bazaar for $20. They provide the table and everything on the 9th from 12 to 6.
What day is that? What day is that?
A Saturday.
And we can just connect with you.
Okay.
Okay, if we're interested, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, beautiful. It's me, Liberty. You said, was this a pop-up?
Is it a pop-up?
Yes, it's a pop-up. Yes, a Christmas Bazaar pop-up, only $20 from 12 to 6. Senior building, 200 residents. I've been to a couple of them, and they like to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. He said they like to buy. In the chat, the flyer, whatever it is, sweetheart. Put it on down. Put it on paper.
And make it plain. Oh, I'm sorry. So they that read it can
run with it.
Yeah.
Put it on paper.
That's a jam right there.
And make it plain. Yeah.
Make it
right. Oh, you
right.
know what I'm saying? Oh, Lakeisha didn't know me in other words. Yes, Lakeisha, I sing.
Okay.
So yesterday we created that I am magic. I am pure magic. We're going to leave here. We are pure magic, and wonderful thoughts and ideas are going to come to us.
Yes, Lord.
To get ready to be ready.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking our thoughts are going to be about God, and from that, all this is going to come from us. Keeping our mind on the spirit, and then it's going to be like when we come back together, it's going to be like, and I got this, and I got that. I love you. Hug yourself.
Love you.
And hug the world. All those that are, going through challenges, keep them lift it up. We hug them. We hug them. We hug them. And a special spirit of comfort for Rev's friend.
Yeah.
Place that she'll feel angels all around her, all around her, in her house, just all around her, and she won't feel alone. So we thank you. Peace and love and all that wonderful stuff. See you in the AM.
See y'all. Bye. Good show today.
See you in the rise.